Hello, my name is Marie Diamond. I'm a feng shui master and I'm also a master teacher in the hit movie and bestseller, The Secret. So I'm going to tell you the law of attraction story of my connection with The Secret. How I got in The Secret is purely using the law of attraction. I moved to America in 2002 and I created my vision board for being in America. And I put on my vision board a little yellow post-it note and said, I'm going to be in a movie seen by millions of people that will transform the world. This was just words that came to me. I put it on my vision board and I thought well, movies, I was living in San Francisco, Petaluma at that time. And I thought I'm not so far from Hollywood. It's closer than living in Belgium, right? Where I'm originally from. So I bought myself a fake Oscar, put the name Marie Diamond on it, and I put 2005. I thought I need a few years to get connected with that movie. And every day I would read that text. I'm going to be in a movie seen by millions of people that will transform the world. And I would look at my Oscar and say, hi Oscar, how are you? That was my ritual. Within a month, two things happened. The first thing was that in one of my seminars, Marci Shimoff, who is a best-selling author for the Chicken Soup for the Soul, for the women and for the mothers, showed up in my seminar to study with me and became a mentoring client and a friend. That was the first thing that happened. Within a month, I also got my first call from an Oscar-winning client that out of the blue said, I have heard about you, I still don't know where from, but I want to work with you. So I went to the first home to do feng shui in Los Angeles, where there was a real Oscar. So I actually had focused on being in that movie. I hadn't really focused on working with Oscar-winning clients, but the universe said, well, you pay attention to the Oscar, we'll kind of make a combination. You put positive vibrations on it. Marci was very happy with my work, and she introduced me to John Gray and to other powerful speakers. Then I got pregnant, and I got this dream that my daughter, this little girl in me, said, I want to be born in Santa Barbara. I said, okay, let's make that happen. So I wrote on paper what kind of home I wanted. I always do that before I go to any home. I set the intention, how much I want to pay for it, how much bedrooms, what kind of look, what kind of owner, or what kind of property, the place, the location. I always go into details, because the more details you have, the more details you share with the universe, the easier the universe has it to manifest it for you. The more general you stay, the harder it is for the universe to manifest what you desire. So I made it very clear. And so I had also in this dream that I needed to connect with the wife of Jack Canfield. Now, I didn't know who is this Jack Canfield at that point. So I called Marci and I said, Marci, you're in this industry. Do you know Jack Canfield? He said, yeah, he's my mentor. Of course I know him. Do you want to connect with him? I said, no, I'm not interested in him. I'm interested in his wife. She said, okay. So I ended up connecting with his wife and being there for lunch. And so I said to her, I'm looking for a house and you are a key in finding this house. And she said, but I don't know houses around here. I said, don't worry, I'm here now with you, all is fine. At that time, my husband had left me at the beautiful estate of Jack Canfield while I was visiting his wife. And so he was driving around and saw a property to rent. And so he called the real estate person, and at 4 o'clock in the afternoon we had a meeting. So Jack comes in for lunch and says, Marie, I heard you're an amazing feng shui master. Why don't you walk around and give me some tips? I said, great. I said, I'm not going to give you tips. I'm going to tell you what's going on with you. So I'm telling him things about his personal and professional life, things that could have some improvement. He said, wow, this is so spot on. Could you come and do the feng shui of my home? I said, of course. So I get the house that was 1.5 miles away from Jack Canfield, and I come to do the feng shui of the Chicken Soup for the Soul offices, the major book series that he has, and his private home. And we're having lunch together again the next day. And so he's talking to me about this Transformation Leadership Council that he's organizing. He said, I want you to come to this meeting. Now, at that time, I'm about 7 months pregnant. And I said to him, well, when is that happening? He said, oh yeah, about 5 months from now. I said, okay. But, I was really reluctant because I thought, I'm a nobody at that point. In America, I just started, I was just there for a while. I was not really getting to that point like a Jack Canfield and a Marcy Shimoff. I had a few hundreds of students. That was it. I was very, very small still in my impact in America. He said, Marie, I need somebody from Europe to be there. And I know you will become as famous as anyone else that is in this meeting. I said, okay. I say yes. Because when things are given to you, sometimes we are reluctant. We're thinking still too small. We are thinking, this is not for me. I don't have that value. And I trusted what he said. And I said, okay, I'm going to be there. So I ended up in the Transformation Leadership Council as a founding member, because that was the first meeting we came together in the living room that meanwhile was feng shuied by me, right, in the house of Jack Canfield. What happened at that time was I was still very impressed with all these people that were there, but I kept going. I was like, okay, I need to break through. This is important for me. The universe put me here in this organization for a reason. I don't know yet why, but it must be important. The third time we came together, about 2 weeks before our meeting, that was then in Aspen, Colorado, I had this dream. And it was a dream of a blonde woman with half blonde hair. And in my dream she said, I am from Australia. When you see me, pay attention. So I woke up with that dream. So I come together again with the Transformation Leadership Council in Aspen, Colorado, in a 5-star hotel. And I'm quite shy still. So I'm sitting way in the back of the room. And all the chairs are filled except one next to me. And during one of the sessions that we are together, this blonde woman comes in and sits next to me, and she turns to me and said, hi, I'm Rhonda Byrne from Australia. I'm not doing the Australian accent, okay? And so she's like, I'm doing this movie called The Secret, and I'm looking for people to be interviewed. And a lot of people here do not want to be interviewed because I'm not that known. And I said, I pay attention. Okay, I'm going to do this interview. She said, wow, you're so enthusiastic. Nobody here is so enthusiastic when I asked them. I said, no, I'm in, right? And she said, okay. And I said, where's this film going to be? She said, it will be for a TV channel in Australia. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to be in a movie transforming millions of people. If this is in Australia, I am totally okay with that. So then she films me, and that was the first time I was in front of a camera. Never been filmed before. After our conversation, she said, you will be definitely in the movie because you talk about something nobody else is talking about. It's about what is around you is also part of the law of attraction. So 6 months later, we see the group of the Transformation Leadership Council sees the movie, The Secret. And I have this beautiful part in it where I talk about romance, about a man painting. And if he paints something different, that he started attracting something different. And so a lot of the top speakers come to me and say, Marie, you have a beautiful part in this movie, because they were impressed with the beauty of this movie. And they're like, and some of them come to me and they were not in there, even if they had done the interview. And they said to me, why are you in this movie? And why are we not in this movie? I don't understand. And I said, may I ask you something? Was it on your vision board to be in a movie, to be seen by millions of people and transform the world? And they looked at me, no. I said, it was on my vision board.